Based on data from 2006 to 2010, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that on average, alcohol is a factor in the deaths of 4,000 young people under the age of 21 each year. Yet drinking continues to be widespread among adolescents, as shown by nationwide surveys as well as studies in smaller populations. According to results from the 2015 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 7.7 million young people from ages 12 to 20 reported that they drank alcohol beyond just a few sips in the past month, hence abusing it. To define teen alcohol abuse, it is simply the consumption of alcohol by teens. Alcohol abuse at any age typically leads to an addiction, a compulsive craving for alcohol, because as you continue to regularly consume alcohol, your body begins to need larger amounts to achieve the same effects, also known as tolerance. Teenagers tend to drink less often than adults, but they often drink more at a time, even though they typically have a lower alcohol tolerance. Alcohol withdrawal is a combination of side effects that can manifest when you try to stop drinking, but your body still craves alcohol. Some of these withdrawal symptoms are diarrhea, digestive problems, shaking, vomiting, and headache. People forget what happens when they are drunk because alcohol makes it harder for the brain to turn short-term memories into long-term ones. But for teens, alcohol's dangers go well beyond impairing memory. A new study finds that alcohol can lead to long-term and harmful changes to the brain. In a study published in 2014, scientists gave 10 doses of alcohol to adolescent rats over 16 days. The amounts led to blood alcohol levels that might model a binge-drinking teen. After these exposures, the rats never tasted alcohol again. Later, in adulthood, the scientists attached electrical equipment to each animal's brain, specifically looking at the hippocampus. The scientists found that the nerve cells in the hippocampus started communicating abnormally. This damage showed up in that part of the brain linked with memory and learning. In another study published in 2014, a group of Korean scientists monitored the brainwaves of two subject groups, those who drank orange juice and those who drank orange juice containing alcohol. Measurements were recorded using an EEG to analyze brain activity. A side-by-side comparison showed that those who consumed alcohol had disconnection in their brain functioning and reduced activity in their cerebral cortex. The lead author of the study, Dr. Lee Jae-won, concluded, by drinking alcohol, there is a decreased communication between the brain regions. He also perceived a decrease in rational decision-making in those who consumed alcohol.
Do you agree that people under 21 can drink alcohol?
No, I don't agree with it.
What do you think is a better option?
Well, being someone that isn't really a drinker, I'm not sure what a better option would actually be, to be honest with you. I think age limit and actual age of responsibility is hard to determine. So I think it's a very difficult question to honestly answer because
Okay. And what do you think about the weak law of alcohol in China?
the
The weak law, people doesn't care about it. So what do you think?
from what I'm hearing from a lot of our international students, and from being around people, it isn't such a big deal in other countries, and so kids tend to be a little more responsible with it. Whereas here in the U.S., being that it is illegal, kids feel like they're being rebels and being bad. So maybe it is a better idea to just kind of be a little more lax about it and carefree.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Do you agree that people under 21 can drink alcohol?
Yeah, we should drink alcohol.
Okay. And what do you think about the weak law of alcohol in China?
I think that it's the same in Italy, so I don't complain about it.
Okay, thank you. Do you agree that people under 21 can drink alcohol?
Well, there's stupid law. Countries should allow kids to drink alcohol. That doesn't make a difference.
Okay, and what do you think about the weak law of alcohol in China?
Good for us. We can drink alcohol under 18.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Peter.
Hey, English.